All right, now Smart Main's business continues, and of course, we are into a segment of entrepreneurship where we definitely bring on board people who have actually made it big into different businesses, just to inspire a viewer out there that can actually help you out, build yourself, and also build your brand in regards to any business entity in Uganda. And of course, this particular segment will definitely help you out if at all you're starting up, and it will help you build up your brand or your business, and it will also boom like the other entrepreneurs who have actually succeeded in that line of business. And with me today in studios, I do have a lady who has actually succeeded in her line of business. I'm going to give her the time to introduce herself. And of course, she tells us the line of business that she's actually dealing in, and also to give you some inspiration as per the business line. And also, maybe if at all you're engaging into this kind of business, you may pick a leaf, one or two, to actually help you out in order to set up something in a similar fashion. And of course, let me give her the opportunity to introduce herself. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
I start with my name.
Yes, yes, sure, you can.
Okay, I'm called Christine Turamuhawe Joy. Yes, I'm a student at Makerere University Business School.
Okay.
Yes. What else? I'm from Vera.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I'm a Ugandan. Yeah, and raised all around Uganda. So I've been to most countries, and I mean most districts, and lived there. Yeah. So I'm an entrepreneur. I have a cleaning business. We do door-to-door cleaning services for both interior and exterior, for even commercial buildings, offices, warehouses, and homes.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's what I do. Yeah.
So, and the idea is, so we're talking about laundry cleaning in this particular aspect. How do you come up with the idea of saying, now let me tap into this business?
This is something we do every day at home. We're just not paid for it, so
yes.
Why not do it and get paid for it? Because we've been trained since the age 3. Yeah.
Yes, sure thing.
So I was looking for something where we didn't need skills. We didn't need but the skill is needed. I was looking for something where you don't actually need a transcript, because I was targeting campus students, vacists, who have no experience but need the money to facilitate either themselves or their families. And the best thing was to find something that people can be trained in without having to go to school for 3 years.
Yes.
So that's why it's that. I believe so many people have the skill, and even those who don't have it can learn it.
Oh, very, very true.
Yeah.
Because when she does mention about cleaning, these are some of the things we learned. I remember, if I'm to draw a flashback, draw some reminiscences, way back when I was still in my kindergarten, during the holiday times, you're taken to the village. And when you're taken to the village, that means your grandparents are supposed to take action in making sure you do the cleaning, that is the housework. Talk about cleaning, washing utensils, talk about mopping the house, and also cleaning, should I say, the compounds. So those are some of the things that were taking us through it. So that means everyone at least has that skill, unless when someone grew up from a family setting where they have maids and you don't have anything compared to that. So I want to take us through that journey. You did mention of the fact that you wanted to look for something that will engage students who are at campus or vacis, so that they can actually get some money out of it. How did you find the business? Because for startups, there are a lot of challenges that come up. How did you find it so far when you were just starting up?
I believe what helped me was social media. Very many people take social media lightly. They think it's a place you should go and relax from after work, but it's a niche, and there's so much money on it. So I believe the reason why it was easy for me is because I had social media. I just posted about the work I do, and I got overwhelming numbers of clients, to the point that I had to actually employ people after 1 month of work, because I couldn't take on the work by myself anymore. So unlike other small enterprises, it was not hard for me to get market, because I used my social media platforms. Of course, the more you grow, the harder it gets. Yeah, but for the start, it wasn't as difficult for me as people who start with other marketing strategies. Yeah, so social media made it so easy for me to break through. I got my first about 50 clients on social media.
Wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't so hard for me. Actually, I have not really used other marketing strategies as much as I've used social media. So for the past 2 years, 6 months, we've been working.
So it has been social media.
Entirely my following, my friends' followings, social media, and maybe some TV interviews that give me an opportunity to reach out, radio interviews. Yeah. So I haven't really gone into so much of flyers and
just to
other
promote that
advertisements.
business.
No, I've just done social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because I've actually been through this and discussing with people, and I was like, if at all it's a laundry and service business, don't you find hardship in regards to, remember, when you're visiting these homes, I think some of them do have maids on board. Do they have? So what do you basically do? Is it only cleaning? Because I guess even the maids are supposed to be part of the cleaning. So what do you do if I told you go to these homesteads that have maids that are already there on a long time?
Maids, some clean well, especially if they're trained, but maids can't reach everywhere. And in Uganda, people don't own so much machinery. For example, if you go to the States or anywhere else, very many people, for example, have a vacuum cleaner in the house as mandatory, an extractor as mandatory. These are things Ugandans don't have. So maids literally just go on the table and do this, you know. They wipe whatever they can reach, where they can see. Most people don't even own ladders in their houses. So that means maids don't reach hard to reach areas, yeah? So those are the places we now come and clean. People in Uganda buy just maybe, people don't even have liquid soap in their houses. The farthest they can go is Vim, just for the toilet.
Oh, Vim or Jik.
Yes, so Jik is for clothes. So they just buy small household things. They don't go into deep cleaning. They don't disinfect. For example, some people even do their own fumigation, because we do fumigation. They just buy things maybe from the street vendors. But some people have serious issues like bed bugs and they need our help. And maids don't do that. So we go an extra mile because we've been called by poor maids. Maybe they have visitors and they really need a deep cleaning. Maids can't clean pavers unless you're going to make her scrub them every single day. And even if she does, she's never going to get to perfection. A maid can't clean an entire house unless she just mops the floors. So with time, dust accumulates in certain areas and we need to clean it. So yes, we do go to houses that have maids, but rarely. Yes.
All right. Now take me through the recruitment, because I can only imagine when you're starting up as an entrepreneur, most people, the idea that I have is most people fear joining businesses that have startups, because first, someone would say, I'm going to offer my services on a free, because remember, the other is also a new business. How did you get into the recruitment process of making sure that maybe you need a number of these people? Are they on a long term or on a short term?
They are on a short term. I don't know how to say it, but they are on a short term, but they've been with me for 2 years.
For 3 years?
Yeah,
oh, it's
for
just
2 years.
like what we call, I hear people saying on Twitter, is it gigs?
Yeah.
It's just like
they
a
do
gig
it as
situation.
gigs, yes.
Okay.
So if I'm in Nansana, I call on 2 students who stay close to Nansana. We go and work. They go back home. I pay them for their day. If I have work tomorrow in Bukoto, I'll not call people Nansana. I'll call those close to Bukoto. If I'm in Namambe, you get.
Yes.
And if we really don't have someone there, I just transport them to the place. But I usually use the nearest. So they're not on full-time contracts. They earn per job. And the way I got them, the recruitment was people who are interested in what I'm doing are the ones that got recruited. Like they'd come to my DM and say, I like what you do. I think I can do it, you know. I can be part of the work. Or they would be like, I need to be financially independent. Maybe I'm paying my own tuition and right now I don't have a job, you know. And that's exactly why the company is there in the first place, to help such people. So that's how I got recruiting people. Actually, first recruitment was 30, which was a lot. So much. So difficult to manage. They were not trained. But on that recruitment, there were like 4, 5 good ones. The rest I had to lay them off because they were not showing up. They were, you know, those challenges. So I only had like 5 out of that group that were really good, and 2 are actually still with me.
Okay.
1 got formal employment, 2 went abroad.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really, really good because they've been with me for 2 years now. Right. Then I later on took about 19 and still like stayed with like 4. in every recruitment, there's those who just come, they think they'll manage, then they realize they can't manage, so they leave.
Okay.
Yes, so that's how we recruit.
All right, now I'm still with Miss Joy Turamohawe. Is that the pronunciation?
Yeah, that's right.
Joy Turamohawe.
Yeah,
Okay, I always have a problem in pronouncing people's name. And of course, she's coming from the CJ Home Solutions. Is that right? And return with her, she's still giving us more into an insight in the laundry and cleaning services business in Uganda. Keep it Smart Means Business. This is Smart 24 TV. We're also streaming live on YouTube at Smart 24 TV Live.